There we go. Right, this is your point.
Is this my bit? I've got it in my book.
You've got to do your guess now.
Yes,
so,
you're going to guess who he is, aren't you?
We're going to have a go. This
might be a bit tricky.
Okay, this should prove as interesting as ever as Zoe dials the number. It's not Jimmy Franks again. That's the important part, because we never get Jimmy Franks. Well, thank you to whoever it was who left the comment on the website saying we were rubbish last week, and then came back that it was rubbish that we couldn't get Jimmy Franks, because he's a legend. And he is. He's already said to you, I think, that he will come into the Milk Bar. He's probably on the grounds he gets a cup of coffee as well, or some other beverage. You can try it. Zoe, who isn't on microphone, is going to try and arrange it for a few weeks' time. Okay, are we ringing? Are we ringing? It's a yes. Yeah, you're ringing. So you're going to answer it? Okay, here goes. Are you ready? It's now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can I put this down now,
You can put
Jason?
the phone thing down now, Zoe. You're live through to the Milk Bar, and I've got to guess who you are. So, Zoe, do your hellos and be polite first.
Hello. I won't say who... Well, you know, when you're speaking to somebody on the phone, the first thing you say is their name, isn't it? But I'm trying to zip my mouth and not say anything.
Hello, mystery guest.
Hello there.
Right, now, I've got to try and guess who you are, which is the difficult bit. I'm Jason, by the way.
It's normally quite rubbish.
I'm terrible. I'd never get people by the telephone voice.
No.
So, you're male.
I think so. Last time I checked, I was. So.
And you're not from Wolverhampton, I'm guessing, so it's not Zoe's friend from round the corner.
No.
Can I ask which part of the world you're from? Because it sounds like slightly, maybe, northwest?
Yorkshire area.
Oh, that was... No, I'm sorry, that's an insult already, isn't it? That's a bad move. Right, Yorkshire. Which area do you work in? Are you a television man?
I'm not, no.
Musician?
Yes.
Okay, we've got a musician.
Hmm.
Right.
I like my musicians.
You do, because they're the only people who talk to you normally, aren't they? Right, okay. Are you an indie rock style musician?
Nope.
Oh, definitely not.
See, I'm not doing well at this. Okay, yeah, singles and stuff and music that's been released. So, could you give me a really big clue and name something that's been in the charts or something? Or something like... Go on, take pity on me, because I'm not doing very well at this today.
The best clue I could probably give is if I just turned around and said Nasty Funk.
And he's not swearing at you, Jason.
No, it's
yeah.
F-U-N-K. Right, no, so he's giving me that look.
Was quite big.
I'm going to fail again, aren't I?
You will. You won't be able to.
Please, sir, introduce yourself.
It's Robbie Glover.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm a little disappointed, actually, that you didn't guess me.
I'm sorry.
No, he's awful. Who was it we had on the other week? And you never guessed him. That bass guitarist from Simple Minds.
Yeah,
never guessed
I'm rubbish at these. The only
you?
person I've guessed is Frank Sidebottom, and that's because he's Zoe's main celebrity friend, and went, "Hello, I'm Sam Frank Sidebottom."
Yeah, and Jenny Wilkes as well. She said that as well.
Yeah, but Jenny Wilkes is in my phone book, so I was going to get Jenny, because she does ring me every once in a while. But there you go. So, Mr. Glover, how are you?
I'm not too bad. You?
I'm very well. So what's going on in your world of music at the moment?
Well, we're still pushing forward with that track. Myself and Details, who's the guy from M&A that's also on the record.
Yeah. Well, for those who've missed out, give us the full details of it.
What's that, sorry?
For those who've missed out so far, give us full details of your current work.
Ah, right, okay. Well, I mean, I've got quite a bit of material out there. Some of my material features, I've got a track that I've done with Bradley from S Club 7. And then I've got a track, obviously, with Details, who's from M&A. A few years before that, I was the first ever act to have a People's Choice #1 across no record label and management behind me in that at the time. And I mean, I've just been pushing forward and stuff. I've had quite a few tracks played in clubs all over the UK, and they're on all jukeboxes in pubs and bars and stuff like that right now. So. Yeah.
What is it like when you actually walk into a bar and hear your music playing then? Because that must be a pretty awesome feeling, knowing someone's paid 50p to listen to it.
Yeah, you get goosebumps.
Are you going, Jason? It's £1, isn't it?
£1 a song these days, is it?
I think you get 3 for £1, so it's a bit of a bargain, isn't it?
It's not bad going.
I mean, yeah, it's quite nice and stuff, because I mean, every time you write a track and you write a record, whether it's in your room, in the studio, or whatever, you never know how far it's gonna go. You never know how far out of that studio it's going to go and stuff, but when you find out you're hearing it in clubs, or if I go in a bar and I hear it in a bar or whatever, then yeah, it's nice, you know what I mean, because obviously you wrote that track as well, so yeah.
And you're not only thinking of the royalties either, are you?
No.
In music, it's getting to the point where you're getting royalties in, that's the important bit, and obviously you're doing that, and I mean, really, what is the driver for you these days? Because it must be you want to be creative and you can't help yourself for it. So Ian, what really makes you want to write?
I mean, you're right. There's a lot of it's down to politics and things in regards to red tape and that. And when you're doing music and getting it out there, it's a lot of things that hold it back. But I think it purely is the fact that when it's in your heart to do it. It's like anything that's in, even when you go through downtimes, because it's in your heart, you always end up going back and doing it again because it's just something you've got to do. It's like a healthy drug.
Well, which is the proudest piece of your work for you then? What's the when you're old and you're looking back, which is the bit that you're going to think
your children what you've done?
Yeah, what's going to stand out for you?
I think probably Nasty Funk because of, I used to adore M&A when they were out back in day anyway, and I'm just actually proud of that record. We've had so many good vibes about that song, and it's everywhere. There's people, DJs are constantly scrambling over wanting to get hold of the track, and we've got some great remixes on it as well. I mean, there's other tracks that I've done before that have done things for me, like when I had the hit abroad, that obviously, but in regards to the actual record and music itself, then I think it's definitely Nasty Funk, yeah.
Told me stories about his weekend with Bradley. It was a bit of a wild time, apparently.
Can you not say any more than that then? Okay, right.
No, you had a good weekend that weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think 3 or 4 days we were put up in this really big house.
I don't think you slept very much either, did you?
No. No,
a bit of a wild man, is Bradley.
Good rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, he survived it better than I did. He's probably a lot more used to it than I am. But yeah, he'd always go into the studio fresh faced, and he'd be out night before down in tequila. It's all part of growing up, so to say.
No, it must have been a hard life in S Club 7 then, by the sounds of things. But there we go.
Yeah, we've actually got quite a few things in the pipeline as well. I mean, the Hot Girls track. And there could be some good news in regards to that being put on something as well and released. So I'll be able to keep updated in regards to all that as well.
And you do reply to everybody as well, don't you? I'm going to get you bombarded with so many messages now.
Yeah, I like it.
He does pride himself on replying to everybody.
It makes me feel popular.
Well, it's good to give something back as well, isn't it? Because it's so easy just to dismiss, but it's nice when people can actually be bothered.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of pride myself on that. Because I'm not going to name anyone, obviously, but there's a lot of people out there that just cannot be bothered to do that. And I don't think it takes 2 minutes to just give a reply back to somebody. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, they're taking time out to give you some kind words, so why not appreciate it,
Mm-hmm. I mean, did you find that most of your stuff's studio-based?
Yeah, a lot of it is studio-based and stuff like that, because the music I've done, a lot of it currently gets played in the clubs and obviously in bars and things like that, and obviously we've put out some commercial releases and things, so a lot of it is studio-based. But I mean, when it comes to gigs and stuff like that, you'll do it when the time's right. Like, if you've got a release scheduled, you'll be out there promoting it, doing radio road shows. And
do you get much DJing work as well based on that?
I get a lot of DJs asking me for music. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was wondering if you've been asked to do a few DJ spots or something.
It's I mean, like a lot. Like I say, a lot of there's been DJs from places like China Whites, things like that. Down London, really big places, and not over in UK, but I've heard it's gone over to Europe, and I even heard not long ago it got played in Vegas.
Brilliant.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Is that because Matt Goss is going to be there, isn't he?
He's there now. He's doing some massive shows over there now.
Has he took your stuff over with him, has he?
He's got his album out 15th of this month.
Yeah. So we're hoping to line him up as well, Jason, for a future show.
Oh, I've got a guess. I think 1 week it will be Matt Goss. You're hoping.
Be, yes. If you can do it.
Robbie's, you're trying to get Robbie on side with this one as well, aren't you? Yeah. Robbie, can I have a word with Matt for us?
Yeah. Well, he gives you a bit of advice on your career and stuff like that as well, doesn't he?
He's a diamond. I mean, I've spent a lot of time with him. Pretty much when he comes over, I've seen him most of the time over here and stuff, and I spent a long time with him down at Hallam FM in Sheffield and things, and obviously I was in his music video and stuff, and yeah, he's an absolute diamond. He's extremely talented.
So what have you got coming up next, like song-wise? Are you working on something new?
My producer down in London is should be putting some sort of stuff together soon, so then I should be hopefully doing stuff on that once I can get down there, and obviously schedules on his behalf as well.
How strange would that be, turning on the TV though and seeing your music video?
I'd turn it straight back off. Yeah, I know. I just, for me, you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next, so I just cherish it, So if all that comes ahead, then it's just going to be another thing that I can put, that I can be proud of. Do you know what I mean? So
everything's an experience, isn't it?
It is, and it is about being proud of the hard work you put in, and that's why I like it the way that I do it, because I know that I do work hard at what I do. So when something comes, when you get a bit of success and it tastes a bit sweeter, then if you get it handed on a plate, do you know what I mean?
So you don't have like a management group or anything like that, really? You do it all
No,
yourself, don't you?
Freelance, really, yeah, for now.
Yeah. Is that how you prefer it, or would
Is
you
that what,
prefer?
sorry?
Is that how you prefer it, or do you prefer somebody to come along and sign you up and say, "Leave it all to me, and I'll get you wherever"?
I mean, at the moment, it's good how it is because we've got control over everything we do. We haven't got anybody messing things up, and everything that we do, what you see and hear is reflected. It's by us, so it's quite good. And I mean, yeah, it's great to have a good label and management and things behind you. But since iTunes came in and stuff like that, being eligible for charts, it's a lot better. It's more supportive to artists now. You don't have to rely on big labels that sort of decide what the public want and don't want. The public are getting more of a say in what they want to hear in charts. It's like before all that, it was a case of what releases were on shelf and they were eligible for charts. And now it's like if an advert becomes really popular and a song on an advert, it can go to number one next week. It's more, the public get more of a say, which I think is better. Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. Well, it's nice to know that people are having their say and choosing your music as well, which is obviously the case with your good self. Yeah. And thank you for taking the time out to talk to us today.
No problem, anytime.
Wish you continued success, and do keep us posted. We'll want to know more about that one as it comes together, because I'm sure it will do.
All right, I will definitely keep you updated, and thank you, as always.
Brilliant.
Thanks for going on.
Robbie Glover, thank you very much, sir.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, thanks then. Ta-ra for now. Robbie Glover, well done. Another top-quality guest. I've enjoyed that. Nice guy as well.
He is very nice, actually.
Absolutely so.
Some of his music's really good if you want to have a listen.
So hopefully he'll continue to see the success he's seen so far.